I've heard every excuse in the book when it comes to healthy eating and money. It's too expensive, I don't have the time, absolute rubbish. Welcome to our guide on eating healthy without spending a fortune. We're going to smash those excuses today, one by one, because eating well shouldn't bankrupt you, should it? It's about being smart, being prepared, and frankly, taking control of your own bloody kitchen and what goes into your mouth. It's not rocket science, it's common sense, and I'm here to drill it into you. Look, I get it, life gets hectic, the supermarket aisles are confusing, and those pre-packaged meals or greasy takeaways start whispering sweet nothings in your ear. But what are you really buying? Convenience that costs you your health and a ridiculous amount of your hard-earned cash. Today, we'll share some practical tips to help you maintain a nutritious diet on a budget. These aren't some pie-in-the-sky dreams, these are solid, actionable strategies you can implement immediately. So wake up, pay attention, and let's get you eating like royalty without needing a king's ransom. No more messing about. This journey isn't about starving yourself or eating bland, boring food until you want to scream. No, it's about empowerment. It's about understanding the value of fresh ingredients, respecting your food, and most importantly, respecting your body enough to fuel it properly without having your bank manager on the phone. We're going to dive deep into planning, smart shopping, and cooking techniques that will make your ingredients sing and your wallet sigh with relief. Are you ready to finally get a grip on your food budget and your health? Brilliant. Let's get started, and trust me, you'll thank me later. Right, first things first, planning. If you go into a supermarket without a plan, you're like a headless chicken, just grabbing whatever catches your eye. That's where the budget blows up, and half the stuff you buy ends up rotting in the back of the fridge. Disgraceful. Start by dedicating a bit of time each week, maybe a Sunday afternoon, to sit down and actually think about what you're going to eat for the next 7 days. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, map it all out. What ingredients do you already have? What do you actually need? Write it down, make a proper list, and stick to it like glue when you're shopping. No more impulse buys of that chocolate gâteau that you don't need. This isn't just about saving money, it's about reducing waste, which is practically criminal in my book. When you plan your meals, you buy with purpose. You know exactly how you're going to use that bunch of carrots or that pack of chicken breasts. Think about meals where ingredients can overlap. Can the leftover roast chicken from Sunday become a cracking chicken salad for Monday's lunch? Absolutely. It's about being clever, resourceful, and not letting good food go to waste. This simple step, this commitment to planning, is the absolute foundation of eating well on a budget. Get this right, and you're already halfway there, so don't mess it up. And while you're at it, check your cupboards and fridge before you even think about writing that list. How many times have you bought a jar of something only to find 3 more lurking in the pantry? It's madness. A quick inventory check takes 5 minutes, but it can save you a tenner, easy. This isn't about being a penny-pinching miser, it's about being an intelligent cook who respects their ingredients and their bank balance. So, get organized, make that plan, and for goodness sake, shop with your brain, not just your stomach rumbling for sugary snacks. It's time to get serious about your shopping strategy. Next up, let's talk about buying in bulk. Now, I don't mean go out and buy a pallet of baked beans unless you plan on eating nothing else for a year, you muppet. I'm talking about non-perishable staples, the workhorses of your kitchen. Things like rice, pasta, oats, lentils, dried beans, and even nuts and seeds. These items often have a significantly lower unit price when you buy them in larger quantities compared to those tiny, overpriced packets. You're not just buying food, you're making an investment in future meals, and you're saving money with every spoonful. So stop being shy and start looking at those bigger bags. Think about it logically. You use these things all the time, don't you? A good quality basmati rice, some hearty porridge oats for breakfast, versatile lentils for soups and stews. These are your culinary building blocks. Buying them in bulk means fewer trips to the shop, less packaging waste, and more money left in your pocket at the end of the month. Just make sure you have proper airtight containers to store them in. There's no point buying a massive bag of flour if the weevils are going to have a party in it, is there? Store it right, and it'll last you ages, providing delicious, cheap meals. But a word of warning, don't get carried away and buy bulk perishables unless you have a clear plan to use them or freeze them immediately. A mountain of rapidly wilting spinach isn't a bargain, it's a disaster. Focus on the dried goods, the grains, the pulses. These are the items that offer genuine savings without the risk of spoilage if stored correctly. Check out the bulk bins in supermarkets or go to dedicated wholesale stores if you have access. It might seem like a bigger outlay initially, but do the maths, the cost per serving plummets. It's about being strategic, not just a mindless shopper. Alright, let's talk fruit and veg. You want vibrant, tasty, and affordable? Then for crying out loud, eat seasonally. It's not a complicated concept. When fruits and vegetables are in season, they're at their peak in terms of flavor and nutritional value. And guess what? They're also at their cheapest because they're abundant and haven't been shipped halfway across the bloody world. Why would you pay a premium for a sad-looking strawberry in the middle of winter when you can get beautiful, crisp apples or robust root vegetables that are bursting with flavor and goodness for a fraction of the price? It's common sense, people. Farmers markets are brilliant for this, or even just paying attention to what's piled high and on offer in your local supermarket. Those are your seasonal heroes. Berries in summer, pumpkins and squash in autumn, citrus fruits in winter, asparagus and peas in spring. Nature gives you a roadmap. Eating seasonally also encourages variety in your diet, which is fantastic for your health. You're constantly introducing different vitamins and minerals. So, ditch the out-of-season, overpriced, and often tasteless produce flown in from goodness knows where. Embrace what's local and plentiful. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you profusely. And don't be afraid of the ugly fruit and veg either. Sometimes the misshapen ones are sold cheaper, but they taste just as bloody good. Perfect for soups, stews, or smoothies. Also, consider frozen seasonal produce. Often fruits and vegetables are frozen at their peak ripeness, locking in nutrients, and they can be much cheaper than fresh, especially out of season. Frozen berries for your morning porridge? Fantastic. Frozen peas and sweet corn to add to any dish? Yes please. It's about being flexible and smart. Understanding the rhythm of nature and using it to your advantage. Stop fighting it and start enjoying it. Now this is a big one, probably the most important cook at home. Honestly, the amount of money people waste on takeaways and pre-made meals is staggering. You're paying for convenience, sure, but you're also paying for someone else's labor, rent, and a load of ingredients you have no control over, often packed with salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Taking the time to prepare your own meals is single-handedly the best way to save money and eat healthier. You become the master of your own culinary destiny. You control the ingredients, the portion sizes, everything. It's empowering, isn't it? Think about it. A simple pasta dish, a hearty soup, a flavorful stir-fry, these things cost pennies to make at home compared to buying them ready-made or from a restaurant. And it doesn't have to be complicated Michelin star stuff every night. Learn a few basic recipes, get comfortable with a few techniques, and you'll be amazed at what you can create. Batch cooking is your friend here. Spend a few hours on a weekend preparing larger quantities of meals like chili, curry, or bolognese, then portion them up and freeze them for quick, healthy, and cheap meals during the busy week. It's like having your own healthy ready meal service, but without the ridiculous price tag. Plus, cooking at home can be incredibly rewarding. It's a skill that will serve you for life. Get the family involved if you have one. Make it a team effort. You'll not only save a fortune, but you'll also know exactly what's going into your food. No hidden nasties, no excessive salt or sugar unless you put it there yourself. You'll start to appreciate the taste of real, wholesome food. So, roll up your sleeves, get those pans out, and reclaim your kitchen. It's time to stop outsourcing your meals and start investing in your health and your finances by cooking delicious food yourself. You can do this. Finally, let's have a serious chat about processed foods. Those brightly packaged concoctions lining the supermarket shelves, the ready meals, sugary cereals, packaged snacks, fizzy drinks. They might scream convenience, but they are often nutritional deserts and financial black holes. You're essentially paying a premium for a whole load of sugar, salt, unhealthy fats, preservatives, and a list of ingredients you can barely pronounce. Where's the value in that? It's madness. These foods are designed to be hyper-palatable, making you crave more, and they offer very little in terms of actual nourishment for your body. It's a con, a bloody expensive con. Think about what you could buy for the price of a couple of those fancy microwave meals or a multi-pack of crisps. You could get a whole chicken, a bag of potatoes, fresh vegetables, real food that will actually fuel you and provide essential nutrients. Whole foods, in their natural or minimally processed state, are almost always cheaper and infinitely more nutritious. An apple versus a fruit-flavored sugary roll-up? A homemade oat porridge versus a box of sugar-coated cereal flakes? There's no competition when it comes to health and long-term value. Start reading labels and you'll be horrified at what's lurking in some of that stuff. Cutting back on processed foods doesn't mean your diet has to be boring. It means you're choosing quality over convenience, substance over flashy packaging. Focus on cooking with fresh ingredients, making your own sauces, baking your own occasional treats if you fancy them. You'll not only save a significant amount of money, but you'll also feel so much better. More energy, better digestion, a clearer head. It's a win-win situation. So make a conscious effort to reduce your reliance on these processed shortcuts. Your body and your bank account will be eternally grateful. Get them out of your basket and out of your life. So there you have it. 5 solid, no-nonsense strategies to get you eating healthy, delicious food without emptying your bloody bank account. It's not about deprivation, it's about being smart, being organized, and taking control. From planning your meals like a general preparing for battle, to buying in bulk like a savvy quartermaster, choosing seasonal produce that's bursting with flavor, cooking at home like a true chef, and ditching those overpriced, underperforming processed foods. You now have the knowledge. Thanks for watching. We hope these tips help you eat healthy without overspending. Now the rest is up to you. Don't just sit there nodding along, put this into practice. Start small if you need to, pick 1 or 2 tips to implement this week, and build from there. You'll be amazed at how quickly these changes add up, both in terms of your health and the money you save. Eating well on a budget is absolutely achievable for everyone, and I mean everyone. No more excuses, alright? You've got this. It's time to make your kitchen the heart of your healthy, budget-friendly lifestyle. We're passionate about helping you live your best, healthiest life without financial stress, and we'll be back with more advice to keep you on track. So, if you found this useful, which I bloody well hope you did, then do us a favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more budget-friendly health tips. Let us know in the comments below which tip you're going to try first, or if you have any of your own brilliant, budget-friendly secrets. Now get in that kitchen and make something amazing.